Hello, everyone. So I'm going to just jump right in, and I'm going to go first for the Johannine um, scriptures that are attributed to John's writing. I also am going to talk about Paul and my personal friendship. Briefly and quickly, I am going to talk about how Jesus called the disciples friends, how he didn't have a reason to trust them because he knew that they would betray him. He knew that they were not capable of being friends without his sacrifice for them. And so in life, in our personal lives and in my personal friendships, I realize without Christ, I am not able to be that person. So I am learning even through Fitzgerald's writings that I have to understand when I'm betrayed, when things are done to me, it's because we're just not capable without the help of Christ to give this type of love and friendship as John writes about and as he so candidly talks about, as God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that those who believe in him will have everlasting life. And that is the basis of real friendship. It has to be, as Fitzgerald outlined, based on love and a relationship with God. I believe so much about Paul. I believe that Paul's ministry of reconciliation birthed from his experience with just the awesome power that drew him to Jesus Christ after being a persecutor, after doing things to God's own people that were just heinous, and knowing that God had to really love me to pull me in as his friend. And so let me be that type of friend that ministers. Maybe I don't write the word love, or maybe I don't, I'm sorry, write the word friend, but let me express it through my ministry so that they will know that they have a friend in me and through my reconciliation to Christ. And so that's my take on Paul. And it's a lot more, but I can't talk about it because I don't have enough time on this tape. But I would love to. Anyway, I'm going to go really quickly into my friendship. I have a friend that I've been friends with since we were in grade school, and her name is Evelyn. She's my big sis, basically, because she's 3 years older than me. But when Evelyn and I were growing up, we grew up in California, Los Angeles, California, and it was her family and my family. We were very close together. I was friends with everybody in her family as though I was their sister. Even when they traveled on their vacations, I would get a chance to go with them to Texas to visit their other families. And so it was wonderful. Evelyn is a pastor now. Evelyn also is a helper for people who have handicapped children and disabled children, even infants. And she takes care of multiple babies at a time for parents who cannot afford this type of care for their children while they work to be able to take care of these children. So that's her ministry. And she's also a pastor at a church in Texas. And I I just adore her, and she's my biggest supporter, and we've been that way since we were kids, and she knows me well. I don't even have to tell her sometimes when I call her. She can hear it in my voice, whether I'm happy, whether I'm sad, whether, I have something to tell her. She is my confidant, and she is trustworthy, as we read in some of the terms that were used for friendship in Fitzgerald's outline. I appreciate the fact that I can call her any time of the day or night and really talk to her, and I never have to worry about who's going to say it back to me, who's going to use it against me to hurt my feelings, or whatever the case is. That's the friendship that I have in her. One of the things we do as friends, because we're miles apart now, she's living in Dallas and I'm living in California, we call each other in the mornings during the week. The weekends we can't really do it. We have busy schedules, but during the week we call each other early in the morning and we fix coffee together. I hear her, she hears me, and if she doesn't hear me, she tells me, "You better go make your coffee. It's coffee time." So I'll go make my coffee. We'll sit down and we talk about God. We talk about our family, the things that they're going through, good and bad. We pray for them together. We pray for our ministries. We pray for our pastors. We pray for our leaders. We pray for all of those that we've come in contact with because we know that there's a reason. And we encourage one another. We cry. We laugh. And it's just a beautiful relationship that's authentic. And we also understand that we're fallible. And when we make mistakes and when we hurt each other, we cry about it and we apologize and we let each other know, when I'm hurt or if she makes me angry, she finds out and so do I. So that's the friendship that we have. And we know that it's also based on love and the fact that we are grounded in a relationship with Jesus Christ. And without that, we know that we would not be able to yield such wonderful and get such wonderful results from a relationship. I hope that this has been a blessing, and I can't wait to hear what you have to say about your relationships. Thank you so much for listening.